Hello beautiful people, it's Wuraola Olalekan here and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes, I know I've been away for a while and a lot has happened. I don't know if you've noticed, but something happened to my physical appearance. Okay, so yeah, I got microblading. I got my eyebrows done, microblading done. And if you know me, you know I'm not one of those semi-permanent kind of people. If I'm going to do makeup, I want something that I can do and wash off at the end of the day. If I'm going to dye my hair, I want something that I can put on and then wash off with shampoo whenever I want to. I don't like all those permanent and impermanent stuff. But microblading is semi-permanent, guys. How did I get here? Okay, backstory here. My sister, my immediate sister, the one after me, is learning or was learning microblading, eyelash extensions, all those stuff, and she needed a model. So before that, I'd been putting it on my status, putting it on my story. If you need a model, like she already learned, and she just needed someone to do on that she can showcase her work on social media and stuff like that. And yeah, she needed the light went off. Her back. Yeah, she needed a model. She needed someone to showcase her work on, basically that, okay, I do this, I've done it on doll, now I can do it on human being, that kind of thing. So we're looking for a model, someone that would like to have microblading on for free. Like you've always wanted to get your eyebrow done and you, for some reason, have not been able to get it done. Let's get it done for you for free, right? And yeah, we're looking for someone like that. But it was close to the election period. It was like, I think 2 days to the election, and most people were reaching out to did not want to follow anybody out. Everybody just wanted to stay inside. They didn't want to go out because they were scared about election. Most of our friends were young, so their parents would not release them. So they're like, "Come, I'm not letting anybody move around in Lagos. The election, blah 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 blah." So we really didn't get people. Even my friends too. People were like, it's election and stuff like that. And the date that was available, like the day we needed someone for, nobody was available that day. Every other person was available the next day, but they were not available that day. And oh my God. So in the process of talking, I just split open my shirt. Oh God. What's it called? What do I call it now? This remote, my shutter remote basically. Okay, I fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it. People were available the next day, but they were not available that day. And where she was learning, the woman was really cranky, and she was like, if she doesn't get someone to practice on, like she can't give her a certificate or license if she hasn't seen her do it on someone, that she needs at least like 3 to 5 people or something. And if she doesn't get someone that she can do our work on that day, like every day, I think Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, I think Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday and Thursday or something, she would have to like pay next week, pay 20K or something. It was just really a tight situation and we needed someone urgently for today and the next day. So we got someone for the next day, but we needed someone for today. That's why my mother called me from school that I should be coming to Lagos, so we need a model. And I already knew the situation, but I'm like, I will get someone for you that doesn't mind getting microblading. I don't want to have microblading. It is semi-permanent for a whole year. Like, I like my eyebrows the way they are. I hardly allow makeup artists trim them, but even when they do, I know it will still grow back, so I'm not really bothered that much. But I love my eyebrows so much. I don't want to get this thing done. They were not having it. They said I should come to Lagos to get microblading. I remember that night I was crying. I'm like, God, my eyebrow. I was so scared. I've never done this before. It was all sorts of mixed emotions. I was trying to explain to my mother, see, this thing is like this, is like this, is like this. She wasn't having it. You know when your mother has already decided that this is what you're gonna do? And she wasn't having it. And I'm like, Mommy, please, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And she said something. She said she was going the next day or something, or she was going after, that she also doesn't want to do it, but it's a sacrifice to make for the one we love. Don't try to blackmail me with love, mother. Don't try to do that. But I was like, okay. I remember that day going with her and I'm like, Tamilore, I'm submitting my eyebrows to you. Don't destroy my face. It was really a lot. I remember that day, a fight happened. If that day was a lot. But let's get into the microblading here. So there is this process they do before actually microblading. So they had to draw my eyebrow, draw the arc, carve everything. She was just doing all this artistic stuff in my face. I'm like, oh, Shay, my artistic sister. And she was doing everything. But before that, she first put a numbing cream on my eyebrow. So she put a numbing cream and let it sit with a foil or something. One applicator on my eyebrow. So after putting the numbing cream, she let it sit for like 40 minutes. And then she started drawing the shapes and everything. But while she was drawing, I was feeling the pencil on my brow. And I told her, my sister, you said you have numbed this eyebrow. I am feeling the pencil. You said microblading you are doing on my face. It's blade. Microblade. If I'm feeling pencil, how much more the blade? She said, she has numbed it. They didn't take me seriously. So they finished drawing and drawing and drawing on my face. Now it was time for the microblading. And I could hear like I was on the bed. It looked like a surgical bed. Oh my God, I was terrified. But I was like, hold it in. So I had my headphones. I was listening to Pastor God's Will, calm, soaking sound, praying in tongues. Holy Spirit, deliver me from this bed. It was all sorts of drama that day. And I was just lying there. And I could hear the of the microblading. I don't know what it's called. They know it. I don't know what it's called. I could hear all the sounds and I was scared, but I'm like, you're not the first person to get this thing done. Hold it in, you're a big girl. And then they started. That stuff is painful. It was legit needle. Like, yeah, needle. Like they were drawing, poking needle at a very fast speed and drawing it over my skin. Like I could feel every inch, everything. I could feel the needle beneath my skin. I felt like my face was tearing apart. It was a lot and I could not shake or move because they are drawing on the brow, and if I move with a blade on my face and you... So I clenched my fist, I held my tie, I held everything. I held in this pain, bro. I held in the pain so bad. It was terrible. And so the instructor did this part of the brow and my sister did this part of the brow. And so after the instructor did hers first, when she finished hers, she was like, so she was explaining, telling her, okay, apply pressure, reduce pressure on this side, because you're supposed to be ombre, right? Apply pressure, reduce pressure on this side, and all, and all, and all. And I could feel the pressure, I could feel everything. I was already tearing up because the pain was excruciating. I was already tearing up so bad, but holding it in. Like, you know when you're holding tears inside and you're just waiting to burst? I was holding all these tears in and I was just waiting to explode, but I couldn't, because once I start to sob, that kind of tears were not just the tears of teardrop, it was the tears. So if I cry like that, I would move and then it would just ruin my face entirely. So I was holding it in and my sister could already see, because this is my eyebrow, this is my eye. They could already see the tears was just dropping, I was just holding it in, it was just flowing from my eyes down. So my sister could see that I was in so much pain. The instructor could see that I was in so much pain, but they kept on with it. They were like, your sister has a high threshold for pain. So my sister saw that I was in so much pain, so she tried to reduce the pressure. But the downside of that was, after she finished the process, there was no pigment. Like, because she didn't apply pressure, it did not show. The ink did not show. So that means she has to start again. I held her hand. I said, sis, I understand that you're feeling my pain. But at this point, do it once and for all. Like, just apply the pressure, the necessary pressure. The worst is I'm going to cry. Let me just cry the tears once. Don't let me do this again. Just do it once and for all, please. And it was just a lot. She would apply pressure. She would apply pressure at first, and then because it was painful. So the more she saw me cry, the more she reduced her hand. I said, Tamilore, apply pressure. Don't release your hand so it will show. Let it show, please. Like, just get it done over it once and for all. Now, as a medical student, I understand why they don't allow doctors treat their family, because it was a lot. So after the whole process, I was smelling my blood. Like, I could smell my blood. My blood was messy. I'm like, why do people do this? Because I see all over Instagram, lots of people getting microblading. Why do you guys go through this much pain? Why? So after the whole process, my eyes were literally swollen. Like, my eyebrow were like, we were literally swollen. I was in pain. I was having headache. I wanted to go home and lay down. But then the instructor said, so tell your sister about the aftercare, how you're going to care for your bros after, and on and on and on. Just for me to hear, do you know what I will not touch your eyebrow? Or what I will not touch that part? I'm like, what? You're like, yeah, if water should touch it, it will loosen the ink, the pigment. So don't let water touch it for up to a week or 2 weeks. How will I wash my face? You're like, you can use like a towel to wipe your face, or like wash without letting water touch that side. Hey, I was angry. What? What I will not? What was all this? I was very paranoid. Okay. So I got the bus going back to school that day, and I was in so much pain. Like, my eyes were swollen. I could not move my eyebrow. Now I can move. I could not move them. I was in so much pain. I called my friends. They were laughing at me. And then that night, and yeah, she also said I should not sleep on it. I should not sleep on the face. Hey, Granny. On top eyebrow. You all that do your eyebrow, I don't understand. Please let me know in the comment section how you do it, because I refuse to understand this concept. Like, she's surgery. Like, if I'm going to do a surgery, let me know I'm doing surgery. What's all this? So that day, it was that night, I just called. I was so tired of the pain. I didn't have paracetamol. I was so tired. I could not sleep. My head was aching. My eyes were aching. I could not move my eyebrow. It felt like my muzzle, like my eyewear, it felt like they squeezed all the muzzle of my face to this one side, and don't move. It was just a lot. I remember calling my mom video call, and I'm like, they said I should not put on this thing. Mommy, I know you said it's fine, but me, I'm putting water. This thing will lose. I will losing the pigment. I can't. And I think that was after I went to watch a lot of videos on microblading, people's aftercare. I just watched a lot of videos. And then I got to know about the concept and everything. So that night, I washed my face. I washed my face. I scrubbed it. They said, don't touch it. It will itch you. It will itch. It will still itch me. Oh. It will itch you. Don't itch it. It's like a wound. It's like an injury. Don't let it get infected. Glory microblading, no. So, like, it itch you, it will do this, it will do that. And from my research, I even realized that what I did or what I had on is not microblading itself, it's micro shading. Microblading is more painful and with, I think, a thicker blade, or there is a process, like, it's like plucking hair, like drawing one strand of hair. The process was different. I'm like, micro shading is this painful, because they said they wanted to do ombre. Me, I can't see what to do ombre in. Even though Toby says your ombre is ombre, but I don't believe it. I have. But yeah, I kept peeling this off. I bled, I peeled it, I bled, I peeled it, I bled, I peeled it. I'm like, you must come off. And as at then, it looked like it was coming off. It looked like, oh, I'm successful, the pigment is off. No more microblading on my face. It's not going to be permanent, because I was washing it every day, I think twice a day, thinking the pigment was going to loosen and all. Just for like a week or so after, the real color started to come out. And then I realized it truly is permanent. And the microblading is microblading. So that's how my eyebrow turned into these guys. I'm already tired from talking a lot. Some people said over time I would rock it, which I've been trying to do. I think I'm doing it well. But I still miss my eyebrow. I like my eyebrow a lot. I won't advise my loved one gets this thing done because I don't understand what people are looking for. I can't go through this much pain because I want to look good. No, I can't. And then in school, everybody was looking at me like, oh, did you get your eyebrows done? Did you do microblading? What happened to your face? Oh, your eyebrow is fine. Leave me alone. I don't want it. I don't really like it. But regardless, I'm beautiful. So we move 1 year later. So I was really worried. I remember the day that I got I remember that the day after, I was crying so much. I'm like, I'm going to be off of YouTube for a year. I don't like this. I look awkward. One thing about me and my looks, I want to be confident in how I look, or I like to be confident in how I look. So regardless of what is coming from outside, if you tell me I look pretty and I don't feel pretty or believe I am pretty, it's my mind, basically. So if I don't like it, there's nothing you want to tell me. So many people were saying, oh, it's good, you will rock it, you would. And I'm like, I don't like this stuff. I don't like the way I look at. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do YouTube. So that's one of the reasons. During the healing process took all this for it to really come out took 2 weeks. So for that 2 weeks, I looked weird. I hardly took pictures. I think I'll put some up here. I hardly took pictures. I just felt really weird. And yeah, so that was one of the reasons why I didn't record videos. But aside of that, something else happened, something really personal happened, and I had to go offline. So that also explains why I've been away for a while. And I sincerely apologize because I had great plans for you guys, but we couldn't do that at then. But we move now, I'm back now, and I'll get to share amazing content with you guys. I really don't want to talk much this time. I just want to get the work done, get it done, share all that I have to share, all that needs to be shared, all that I can help you with, and do more than I say, basically. So I think with that, we've come to the end of this video because I'm already tired. I've not recorded a video in a month, and whenever this break in happens, it feels like I forget how to create content, which is a lie because my comeback always be banging, right? I'm not whining myself. My comeback always be banging, right? You agree with me? So if you are here to this point of the video, be sure to subscribe, click on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm back with amazing content. And share, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Oh, Oluwa, I don't tire. So yeah, bye guys, and I'll see you in the next video.